We're Jan and Marvin, and brown signs are our favorite. What do brown signs mean? Yes, recreation. But for us, we prefer recreation. Every day a new opportunity to learn, grow, and appreciate. For our first trip, we were on the hunt for fall color in the Northeast and maybe some moose. It looks like we were about a week early for the fall color. While we didn't see any moose, we did capture a few glimpses of some wildlife.
Okay, and so what are we talking about today?
Today we're talking about food. That was again one of the big question marks when we first left home and a regular kitchen and a big refrigerator. So right now we are very, very flexible, and that's what's worked out so well, is that we seem to be on the same wavelength as far as how critical it is to eat, 3 meals a day, first thing in the morning, midday, early lunch, late lunch. So right now, the schedule is pretty flexible depending on what our plans are and how we're feeling. We may get up and not have breakfast at all and eat later in the morning and then only eat twice. Or maybe we'll get up and have a light breakfast, light lunch, and then eat supper later. But what we really like is being able to just decide pretty soon in the morning, well, what do you think today? We're going to have breakfast today or whatever. The other thing that's really been good is that so far we seem to be able to agree on those kinds of things. So we can eat the same thing for breakfast, the same thing for lunch, and not, so far after a month, it hasn't been too tiring.
Our preparation has been varied as far as the meals are concerned. We've done everything from actually cooking in the motorhome to cooking with the Dutch oven over the fire to using the Coleman stove outside, which we brought along with the idea that we were going to cook as much outside as we can. The Coleman works great for that because if you're cooking things like, for instance, fish, it's kind of nice not to be cooking it in a 100 square foot box. So we've done a lot of cooking outside. We've done hot dogs, we've done a number of s'mores, and we've done a lot of things that are all about camping. And we tried really hard not to go out for meals. We kind of got off that path a little bit when we got to the coast because someone wanted lobster rolls a lot. That person won't be named, but other than that, we've done pretty well. So, was I supposed to cover something else?
No, I think it's just been great. We've been flexible and using a variety of different approaches, and so far we haven't gotten tired of it.
So that's pretty much it on eating, right? Okay, so we have had a number of questions roll in since the last video, and we're going to take a few seconds here to answer some of those questions. And we'll start out with number one here. It says, have you seen any bears? No, we haven't seen any bears. We haven't seen any moose. We've seen a few odds and ends of wildlife, but certainly haven't seen any bears.
Lots of turkeys.
Lots of turkeys, yep.
Lots of wild turkeys.
Number two is, have you opened any good envelopes? And for all of you who have sent us envelopes with us, we've opened them religiously every day and enjoyed every single one of them.
So thanks, everybody.
Thank you for that. And number three is, how many times have you gotten lost? We pretty much get lost regularly every day. Someone's better at navigating than somebody else, but we get by. So we get lost, but it's never been serious, and we kind of enjoy getting lost.
And GPS is, not accurate.
Number four, only in case of emergencies. Number five, what is the average lifespan of a lobster? You can have that one.
12 years.
12 years. Don't look at it.
I don't have any idea.
You can Google that one. Number six, is it true that lobsters mate for life? Do you see old lobster couples walking around holding claws? No.
Old lobsters are very popular and bring a very high price. So they are highly sought after.
Typically, the older are, the better chance they have two large claws, which makes them extremely popular. And number seven, are we having lobster for Christmas Eve? Probably not. And what kind of mileage does the RV get? That's number eight. Right now we are averaging about 17.5 miles to the gallon, which I'm quite satisfied with. Diesel prices out there average about $3.19 a gallon. So we're doing okay there. And the number 9 here is, how many places have you driven into with signs that say no RVs, forgetting that you're an RV? I haven't forgotten. I just every now and then can't resist the urge to drive into a place that probably shouldn't drive in with an RV, but we haven't done any damage yet. And 10, have you seen any ground squirrels?
Lots of squirrels. That's it. That's the most exciting.
That's it for the wildlife. And that's also it for this week's Reflections. If you have any questions, go ahead and email them to us.
Better than those.
What's wrong with these? You can go ahead and email the questions. You can post them at the bottom of the video in the comments section. You can mail them to us, whatever you want to. If you have any questions for us, we might answer them. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.
And thanks again for your time.